Hello. My name is Celine, and thank you so much for joining me. I'm a little late posting this video, but I'm still immersed in the energy of Imbolc, so better late than never. Imbolc, sometimes pronounced Imbolc, is the Sabbat that marks the halfway point between the winter solstice and the spring solstice. It's not saying that spring has arrived, it's promising that spring will come. It's a reminder that these dark, cold days will end soon and that the earth is going to reawaken. Imbolc is also known as Brigid's Day, and she's a Celtic deity who is most often honored in this festival. But even though I'm a demonolatress, I still cherish celebrating the Wheel of the Year. And this Sabbat actually has a very special place in my heart because it was the first pagan holiday that I actually ever created a ritual for. These actions are performed by many others, but basically here's what I do. The first thing is both physically and energetically cleansing my home. That actually took up most of the day, and when I went outside, I filmed the sun through my very bare myrtle tree. And I love this video clip that you guys are watching because I feel like it represents what has really resonated this Imbolc. The main lesson or correspondence that I focused on this year is the idea of hope. Sabbats are kind of like a good book. No matter how many times you've celebrated the same holiday, each year can present a different lesson to focus on. And for me this year, my lesson, or what I've really meditated on, is to embrace hope for all its virtues and flaws. Now, these are all of my magical tools laid out in my garden, and we'll go through them one by one. The first is pretty self-explanatory. I'm just going ahead and lighting some incense. I chose frankincense both for the correspondence with Imbolc and Baal, my patron demon. When I light incense, I do actually like to let it burn for a long moment just so I can focus on an intent. One thing I do also want to mention, guys, is whether outside or inside, always make sure you're practicing fire safety. Do not ever leave incense or candles unattended. I made sure that nothing was around that could burn. Also, I apologize for the view of my stockyard. Up next is actually my main offering for Imbolc. It is whole cow's milk, honey, lavender, and bay. Milk and honey was actually the very first offering I did when I ever celebrated Imbolc. Of course, the earth continues to give to us during this time, but I want to give back, and so I actually pour it in the corners of my garden. And last but not least is the tradition of planting seeds, in this case physically. My mom actually gave me that little hard paper, and I believe it has wildflower seeds in it. I did go ahead and plant parsley, basil, and dill. I'm not very good at starting plants from seeds, so hopefully they take off. In the larger sense, of course, Imbolc is about planting seeds in our life, so it's a great time to start a new project. Of course, I posted my first video on Imbolc, and I'm continuing on with that. So thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching this. Thank you so much for the support, and bye for now.